Hey, it's Matt with Midwest Guns and Gear, and we're going to be taking a look at a 70s and 80s icon, or at least a modern take on it. And first, I do want to put out there that the firearms I'm going to show in this video are 100% legal in the state that I live in and in the country that I live in. Not saying they are in yours. Some states have different laws, so if you ever consider one of these, check your local laws just to be safe. That being said, YouTube has some strict guidelines, and just wanted to make sure that's in the video. But let's get into the video right now. So we're going to look at a modern take on a 70s and 80s icon, and I've got it right here. It's a MasterPiece Arms Defender. These are out. They make these in 9mm. They also make them in 5.7. And I happened across this. It was a company around us, a store that was once a year. They kind of have big sales. The stuff they're not going to carry for the next year, they mark way down. And this, I walked in, wasn't planning on buying one. Probably would have never bought one, but it was marked down, so it followed me home. That's how a lot of my firearms go. And got this home. And this thing is fun, like really amazed with this. So I've got an example of the older one. If you recognize this, this is a M11. This is a Cobray variant. Originally these were made by Military Armament Corporation. They were developed back in the 70s by Gordon Ingram, also known as the MAC-11. There was a MAC-10 and a MAC-11. The MAC-10 was a 45 ACP. It was a little bulkier. And then the MAC-11 originally was 380, although later they made the 9mm version, and that was known as the M11-9. And this is a Cobray version. Cobray bought out the rights to it at some point in the 80s and 90s and started producing them. And these things are... You see them in the stores, like, ooh, that's, you see them in the movies, it's a little oozy, oh, this is going to be great. No. These things are very uncomfortable to shoot. They don't feel good in the hand. Just, it's kind of like the Tech 9 or the Kimmel AP9. You buy it because of the looks, you get it at the range. It's like, it's fun to get out at the range, but you're never really going to do much with it. Now, these things had... One of the differences between the two right off the bat, the fake suppressor, these are not real suppressors, these are fake suppressors that were marketed with them. You can tell the size difference. The Cobray one, and it's just a dummy can, but this came with it when I bought the firearm. It's extremely heavy. Not really good for anything, but it looks cool sitting in the safe. So the gun itself, metal. It's got a little plastic back strap on here, but when you're holding it in your hand, there's no way that it's comfortable. Now these things came with the Cobray or the Ingram or the Military Armament Corporation magazines. They're back in the 80s and 90s. There was like a grip adapter to where you could use steam mags on these, because steam mags were cheap, but anyone that's ever loaded a steam mag, they're a pain in the butt to load the steam mags. They're just a pain to load, so not something I was ever interested in, so I kept it in the original configuration. I do not have the mag with me today because this has been in the vault in storage for years, and I store the magazines separately from the firearms, and I have a couple of bins just full of magazines and grips and parts, and I didn't see it down there, so I brought it up without. I do have the MasterPiece Arms because I've been shooting it quite a bit recently, and we'll take a look at it. It comes with, or this one came with, a little fake can as well that's screwed on the front. Not quite as heavy. Again, it looks cool if it's sitting in the safe and somebody sees it, but not really practical. I pretty much leave it off. I just stuck it on to start out the video here, just because, you know, show these do come with it, or this, or on the other one, it's an accessory that was fairly popular back in the day. So, taking a look at the difference between the two of them. First of all, it's a metal upper, and the upper part is metal, but then it's plastic down here, at least it feels like plastic down here. And it's gripped the hand a little better. It's a lot more comfortable to shoot in your hand. The sights, look at the sights between the two. The front sight is pretty much about identical, but the rear sight is, I think it's even adjustable on this one. On this one, it's just a, I don't know how well you can see it with the camera, but it's just a hole punched in a hunk of metal. But in this one, you have an actual sight. The safety is in the same place. It's a little bit different on the two of them. This one, safety here. Same thing here. To take them down, you have a pin on one side you pop out, and then you pull a second pin out. It's a different pin that you pop out, but it's the same on this as well. This does have a rail on the bottom where you could mount a light or, you know, something else on there. But, oh, and the other difference is the mag release. So on this one, on the original, you just have a little mag release here. It's not bad, but it's very much improved when you come to this. You've got one that's extended down, and it's pretty easy to drop. Now the mag is not compatible between the two of these. I've had the two of these apart, and the internals look identical, but they're a little bit different size, just like a hair difference. So I don't know if they would be compatible or not. I was kind of wondering about that, and looking in there, I'm still not sure after looking, you know, in pretty much. I did notice, though, trying to put the uppers on the different lowers, the upper on the MasterPiece arms does fit in with no issues onto the Cobray, but vice versa, I could not get the Cobray one to fit into the MasterPiece arms for some reason. I don't know if I was just doing something wrong, but like I said, they look very, very similar, almost identical on the inside, just a couple small differences. And one of the reasons I was kind of looking into that is this one, I do need to do a little gunsmithing on it. I need to replace a couple of parts on the inside of it. And parts for these are a little hard to find right now. When we go out to the range, I'm not going to take this one out just because it does need a little work, and I don't want to shoot anything if it's not 100% safe to shoot. The triggers on these are, it's a very small trigger, but both of these have, this has almost like a little piece of rubber hose or something over it, which actually makes it fairly comfortable. The MasterPiece arms has a clear one, but pretty much the same concept. To cock it, it's up top on both of them. I have a extended cocker on this one, which is was an option that you could buy to upgrade them, and I'm kind of curious if this might work on this, although this one's a decent size. The original ones on these were very low and hard to get a hold of sometimes. But all in all, again, this one, going to the range, yeah, you got a MAC-10, you see it in the movies, you know, video games, but when you shoot it, it's just really not that fun to shoot. This one, on the other hand, is a blast to shoot. Like, they really did some upgrades with these. I'm glad whoever at MasterPiece Arms decided that they wanted to do a little work with these and upgrade the M11. Took some time and did it, because for one thing, the grip is the main thing. It's a lot more comfortable to shoot when you get out there, and it's pretty accurate as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this one, we're going to head down to the range and we're going to fire some rounds through it, so come join us. We made it down to the range. I got the MasterPiece Arms Defender. All ready to go. Let's test her out. It's just a lot of fun to shoot. Like I said, the older one, the Cobray, not that much fun at the range, but this one handles really nice and a lot of fun to shoot. It's Matt with Midwest Guns and Gear. If you enjoy the videos, please consider giving us a thumbs up or subscribing to the channel. It's much appreciated and it helps the channel grow. You have one of these? Have you had one of the Cobrays or the older ones in the past? Let me know in the comments what you think about them. If you've had one, or if you've thought about getting one, what made you want to get one. Till next time, have a great day.